Hello. Hope everybody's well today. I apologize for being extremely late today. I had some nachos and then I just kind of got busy watching the video and I didn't realize how late it was. Anyways, hello Shred. Everybody else in chat. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. Ugh, my butterflies have butterflies in their stomach. So what's it like to have your very own case for the first time? My heart hasn't raced as fast since I ran that full marathon last year. If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high. You know, like a runner's high? Relax, everyone's nervous their first time. So my fears weren't unfounded. After all, today's prosecutor is so terribly brutal. And willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction. There's that the end justifies the means concept again. Now that it has come to this... God, I forgot how creepy that is. We have no choice but to fight with fire with fire. The end justifies the means. I wish you'd stop saying that. Gaming. How's it going, Vimo? I've been well. I hope you've been well today. That's your method, Professor. I'm going to defend Juniper in my own way. Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me, as a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else? That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. Actively blowing up my computer? You shouldn't do that. Unless you want to spend hundreds. Willingly. But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as that mock trial... Would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Next updates can do that. Okay. Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I? Why, but aren't you a stubborn one? Well, I suppose you'll have to learn their own inefficacy of the hard way. This guy did it. Ugh. Forgive me, Professor Means, but can we just leave it at that? Oh dear, please forgive me. It's just I wish to protect Juniper by any means I can. I do too, but... Now if you'd excuse me. Thanks to him, I'm feeling even more pressure than before. Don't let it get to you, Athena. And don't forget to keep smiling. I'll be fine, and I haven't forgotten what Mr. Wright said. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force the biggest smiles. The trial is about to begin. I'll show you to the courtroom if you please. Apollo, I'm counting on you to support Athena this time. Okay, Mr. Wright, leave it to me. That's right, I have Apollo to back me up. Junie's fate rests in my hands. I won't rest until she walks free. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. Athena Sykes, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. That didn't sound very confident. You sure you're okay? I'll be fine. Your baldness. I know. As usual, you want me to deliver the opening statement. This case is crystal clear. I see no need to explicate it any further. That's a good word. I like that word. Now summon the witness. Is there something the matter? Please do share your baldness. Whatever gave you that idea? Bailiff, please call a first witness. And now we don't even get an opening statement. This Detective Dumbfuck. I don't even know what his name is. Oh, Fulbright. Detective Fulbright. He and Prosecutor Blackwell have become quite the team. Alright, the case brief. Leave it to me. Yes, let the detective in charge, everyone's favorite friend of justice, explain. What was that just now? It's like he and Blackwell are totally in sync. Well, I don't think they're capable of mind melding, if that's what you're thinking. Alright, Detective Fulbright, would you please explain the case to the court? Oh, thanks for the hydrate fireball. I actually bought a shit ton of iced tea today. I bought 8 almost 2-liter jugs and about 16 10 packs of iced tea juice boxes, all for 94 cents each. Got un-BK'd and then promptly BK'd again. I didn't think Thousand Year Door was that hard locky of a game. Professor Quart's body was discovered on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. She was murdered with this all I have here. The victim's blood and the defendant's prints were both discovered on it. Hello, Gumbo. Do you not use hints, Firefall? Eek! What a delivery. Blood loss from a deep stab wound in the victim's side. Wow, that bird can deliver evidence too? Blackwell has trained him well. Maybe Blackwell should train it to not mess up people's hair while he's at it. Moving right along. Body was discovered on the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we detected traces of a massive amount of blood in the 3rd floor art room. Halfway to 4 trillion. Shit, Gubbo. Congrats on the 300 stream streak. That's actually fucking crazy, man. Luigi is still looking for hidden items. I gave him his checklist today. Are you sure your hidden item or your key items then are not like on your own game? Are you missing something? Also, has he not been using a tracker whatsoever? Full BK, my map is red. Okay. In short, the murder took place in the art room. So then the body had been moved from the art room to the stage? Precisely. And there was one more piece of irrefutable evidence. A recording made by a tape recorder that a school paper reporter hid in the art room. It captured a female voice screaming, "You're a goner." What's this? You have such a recording? Must be from that tape recorder Miriam mentioned. But why is this the first we've heard of a death threat at the moment of the murder? Shh, silence please. I would like to play the tape for you now. You're a goner. That's all that's said. That it is quite hard to hear. But the voice does sound female. The noise and low volume of the voice have made voice print analysis all but impossible. Then you haven't identified the voice as belonging to the defendant. Not so fast. After all, voice print analysis isn't everything. The victim was killed at night, then discovered in the afternoon the next day. The question is, when was the body moved? Oh, I know. It could have been moved in the middle of the night when no one was around. Sorry, but no. Campus was full of students that morning. However, no one reported seeing a body. That means the body was moved sometime before the mock trial when all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall and the rest of the campus was empty. The dev didn't make a proper one. Alright. Next time, yeah, you think you should get him a game that actually has a proper tracker. It was during this time that Hugh O'Connor, one of the mock trial participants, found the body. So the prosecution heard about Hugh seeing the body. Wait one moment. If all of the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could have moved the body. Haha. I have no fear, for there is always an exception. An exception? The 3 mock trial participants were standing by in individual dressing rooms. They were the only ones who had free access to the deserted campus before the mock trial. What? And that would mean... What would that mean? Those 3 students were the only ones who could have moved the body. In justice we trust. I don't like this is where this is headed, Athena. Me neither. And by those 3, I mean Hugh O'Connor, Robin Newman, and Juniper Woods. I knew it. Please, Detective Fulbright, don't say what I think you're about to say. In justice we trust. I take it everyone understands now. The voice believed to be that of the murderer was female. And out of the 3 people who could have moved the body, just one is a girl. That leaves the defendant, Juniper Woods, as the only possibility. No! So Firefall, have you started gathering people or gathering interest on a mass archipelago? Because I have somebody in chat right now who would be interested, I believe. Azure needs to do his test run first. Okay. Hold on. Bimo. Let's see if that summoned him. Bimo. Bimo. Ah, he'll answer eventually. Oh, he did answer. Okay. If Firefall sets up a large ass archipelago with however many people he can find, are you interested in joining? I know you're like me, you love archipelagos. Well, I think you do. Okay. Let me guess. Ocarina? Or are you gonna try something different? Gauntlet Legends would be interesting. Do you know how many checks are in Gauntlet Legends? Impressive. He has you on the ropes even before any cross examinations. You could at least pretend to be upset for me. No idea. Probably something to check. Actually, let me hold on. Give me a second. Probably Firefall. Sorry, give me a second. I'm just trying to see. You know you have to use RetroArch for Forgotten Legends, right? AP215 RetroArch is required as the only emulator that will work. In capital letters. Well, I'm not seeing where it would say checks. Oh well. Oh. A splendid job, Fool, right? That cannot be any clearer. Feel free to anticipate a salary raise next month. Ha ha ha. I don't do this for the money. It's all about justice. In justice we trust. Not only a half-wit, but a perennial stick in the mud you are. I guess neither the carrot nor the stick works on Detective Fulbright. Now, bailiff, please bring our next witness to the stand. So, our first witness is a cardboard box? A cat. Stealth mode deactivated. I'm not saying all the S's. Oh my, the box has hands. Smile, Your Honor. What the dickens? I've just had my picture taken. Miriam Scuttlebutt, senior at the Legal Academy. I'm a reporter on the judge course. Juniper's been a bad girl. I'll tell you all about her crime. Might I ask whether you could come out of that box? How will I get any more scoops if I blow my cover? Well, the answer is no. After all, covert action is an undercover reporter's bread and butter. The testimony from a faceless witness is highly irregular. A former ninja I met at the clinic said that exposing those who work in the shadows is to pass the death sentence upon them. Oh my. I'd never thought of it that way. Very well, if it would spare a life, I'll make a special exception this time. A former ninja in prison? Holy Shinto, how can the judge believe this load of crock? Now, your testimony, please. Oh, but take care not to reveal your face. Actually, Vima, I believe the Discord should have Gauntlet Legends. Let me check for you. I gotta go through all my archipelago. All my games, there you go. Well, someone's also working on Gauntlet Dark Legacy. There's about 600 if you turn off certain things. I'm just trying to look at like how many. Do they have a Super Tux Kart Archipelago yet? I don't know. I know they have Garfield Kart, I think. Garfield Kart Furious Racing. There's a lot of things I didn't think would be on. Apparently there's an archipelago where you have to learn or do code? That's hilarious. Shadow the Hedgehog Archipelago run for final. I would rather punch myself in the nuts. Honestly, I would probably do Wind Waker as a classic, or I was considering OSRS, Sonic Adventure 2, or actually I wanted to try Elementapelago, which is like, I'm not sure if you guys ever heard of the game Doodle God. Or it's like that one, oh fuck, what was that game I played? Where you basically combine two elements and it makes another element. Finals Worst Nightmare? No, I was thinking about that for Ska. Doodle God, yeah, it's original. The original one is Doodle God. I love that one. Now your testimony, please. Oh, but take care not to review videos. I already said that. The similarity of the case and the script. The murder happened exactly like Juniper's mock trial script. Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Court and Juniper knew the script's contents. Professor Court's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Juniper's murderous rage. Juniper has to be the killer. She has a motive and the murder is just like her script. Is there an archipelago with a game that isn't some dog shit from 20 years ago? Yes, the finals. Baldur's Gate 3, Baba Is You. Actually, apparently Baldur's Gate is unstable. Oh, Shadow the Hedgehog is on the fucking list. Jesus. Holy shit. 2 of the Ratchet and Clank games are... Anyways, Portal 2. Plastic Duck Simulator, because I know you want to play that. Wait, is there... I feel like, oh, the fuck's it called? Peglin would have been a good one. Peglin's not on it. Yeah, just look at this document, Gumbo. The murder is just like her script. Could that such a thing be true? Compare her script to the murder case and the crime scene photos. Then you'll see. This is so simple, even an ape posing as a decrepit old judge could understand. Only the victim and the defendant were privy to the script. Ergo, the defendant is the killer. Furthermore, in the art room where the crime supposedly occurred, this witness's script, along with an envelope on which "use" was written, were found. This proves that the accused's script had been rejected the day before the mock trial. She pressed the victim to use her script, an argument ensued, and then the fatal stabbing. That makes perfect sense. What now? Prosecutor Blackwell has all his ducks lined up in a row. He's really on a roll now. Excuse me. Yeah, he's like a pit bull once it sinks its teeth into you. How dare she? My script had it all. A bum rap and phony evidence, grudges and betrayals. I trust the defense is ready to cross-examine the witness? No problem. I mean, yes, I'm ready. I think. Time to find a hole in her testimony and unbox the truth. I've seen it done over and over. I know I can do this.
Hold it!
Must be places where the script in this case diverge. Okay. Don't sweat the details. That kind of stress will give you wrinkles.
Objection!
I'm not worried. My skin is as fair as silk.
Objection!
Indeed, you are quite fair. Fairly desperate. Nice.
Objection!
What did you just say? Ah, Blackwell really turned that one around on you. So whose side are you on? Hurry up and think of a clever comeback. Whoa, easy there, Athena. Now you listen to me. The two cases do indeed have their differences. For one, the stage hadn't yet been erected in the mock trial script. In the actual case, there were signs indicating the victim's wrists had been bound. But such differences pale in comparison to the host of similarities. In any event, replicating the crime without knowledge of the script is an impossibility. So we won't be passing this off as a coincidence. So what a total burn. Try again, why don't you, Pawn of Woods? Up until the mock trial began, only Professor Court and Juniper knew the script's content.
Hold it!
Somebody could have stolen a peek beforehand. I don't think so. I mean, I tried any number of times. Shame on you, Miriam. Well, that crafty she-devil Juniper has eyes in the back of her head. What chances does your average person have if an what chance does your average person have if an undercover reporter like me failed? Interesting points. Still. Miss Scuttlebutt, won't you get in trouble later for admitting to such underhanded tactics? Why, I plead entrapment. How is you blurting out your own crime entrapment? But you haven't scooped me yet. They were all set to use Juniper's script. Professor Court's sudden decision not to use the script sparked Juniper's murderous rage.
Hold it!
How do you know that Professor Court wasn't going to use her script? There in the art room where the heinous crime took place, an envelope marked Use and Miriam Scuttlebutt's script were found. Evidently, the script that was going to be used belonged to the girl in the box over there. It's only natural that my script would be accepted and hers rejected. I introduced all sorts of brand new concepts, including bribery and fake evidence. It was a cutting-edge script portraying a courtroom battle in the dark age of the law. I can't help but feel Professor Court went out of her way not to use it. But Juniper, she used some devious underhanded tactics to get her script chosen. That's why her script and not my masterpiece was used in the mock trial. How's that for an explanation? Juniper has to be the killer. She has a motive and the murder is just like her script.
Hold it!
Anyone who saw the mock trial could have recreated the crime. After they saw the mock trial, they could have easily staged the body just like the script.
Objection!
Weary is the trial at which pits Hawk against Canary.
Objection!
What did you just say? If he's so weary, he should try humping less. I bet that'd save some energy. This is no time for jokes, Apollo. You just called me a canary. Don't let him get to you. At least canaries pick up on things quickly, just like you. I shan't repeat myself, so listen carefully, Sykes Dono. You, O'Connor, discovered the body before the mock trial even began. How could one stage the body as it is in the script before anyone knew its contents? Yeah, that's right. Do you even fathom the intricacies that go into staging a crime scene? No, I think not. You have the rudimentary mind of an elementary school child. Elementary school? Reporter's testimony throws attorney Athena Sykes for loop. A perfect caption. How marvelous. A photo in the newspaper is just the thing to boost your brand. In a school paper? Seriously? I believe you pressed the witnesses more than enough, Miss Sykes. Now do you see how clear-cut my case is? Take it now, and in that fair, desperate mind of yours, etch it deep so you may never forget. No. No! Even my arguments get thrown back in my face. It wasn't supposed to be like this. What am I going to do? Athena. You should just about have all the answers you've been looking for now. Huh? Think about it this way. If the killer knew the details of the mock trial, would they really commit their crime in the exact same way? I don't follow. Try to place yourself in the killer's shoes. I bet you'll discover an inconsistency if you do. Ah, I get it. Thanks, Apollo. Miss Scuttlebutt, just so we're clear, you're claiming that the killer intentionally made the crime scene look just as it was in the scripts, and that it is beyond a shadow of a doubt not a coincidence. Is that correct? No duh. After all, it's just more evidence of Juniper's evil she-devil ways.
Objection!
Cack. What'd I say? What'd I say? Our client made the crime scene look just like the script. Something known only to her? Would that not be just foolhardy, but completely rational? What do you mean? Yes, Miss Sykes. Please tell this court what you mean by irrational. It wouldn't make any sense for Junie to mimic her own script on purpose because it would. It would make her the culprit? The murder scene was the same as it was in the mock trial scripts. That in and of itself is irrational. Kah! What's wrong with them being the same? Yes, Miss Sykes. Care to explain what you mean? Okay, let's say for argument's sake that Miss Woods is the killer. If so, then what reason would she have to intentionally make the actual murder mimic her own script? That's easy. She was admitting that she was the... That's right. If she had really done that, it would have been like proclaiming to the world that she was the killer. So what we actually have here is evidence of someone trying to frame our client. Cack. The body was found the day of the mock trial. In short, the day the details were revealed. So it would be completely inconceivable for the murder to go exactly like the script. Cack. Don't let it go to your head just yet.
Objection!
It would seem Justice Stono's comrade in arms has finally drawn her sword. However, the blade is dull, and shall remain so until you master its use. Enough of the stupid sword metaphors already. There is a perfectly good reason for the inconsistency of which you speak. Reason? What reason? Must I spell out everything? You are what people today call high maintenance. They accuse it of intention to stop the mock trial. And in that event, Neria's soul would have been the wiser to Nary a soul would have been the wiser to the similarities of the case and script.
Objection!
No, the mock trial was only stopped after the body was accidentally discovered.
Objection!
Our witness here has also discovered the body. In fact, she was led to our dearly departed professor by the accused herself. What? Miss Scuttlebutt saw the body too? Precisely. And with the discovery of the body, the mock trial ought to have been cancelled. Wait, so you didn't call the police? Nope, I kept it secret for my big scoop. You can't do that. I made her pay long and hard penance for her sin. Did I not, my little box top? Okay, compared to the work of a war correspondent, the sheer terror of that was... Jeez, I wonder what the Twisted Samurai did to her. Block off all the holes in her box. And spin her like a top-wall Detective Fulbright cackled in delight. That sounds more nauseating than scary. Enough jabbering. Witness, continue testimony. Sure, Mr. Samurai. I'm ready to finish off that she-devil. I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall. Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, "What are you doing?" But suddenly she fled into the hallway, as if she wanted me to follow her. I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it. I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made.
Hold it!
Why did you withhold such key testimony? Okay. What's that supposed to mean? Athena, you haven't even started your cross-examination. I know, but her testimony points to her as being a potential suspect. Well, I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell is. No, wait. I bet he's already thought of that. The witness left the lecture hall to sneak into Miss Wood's room before the mock trial. That means she, too, could have moved the victim's body. Gay. Prosecution's claim no longer has any ground to stand on. Well. Now, no need to ruffle your own feathers, so. When you squeak like a little brat, it agitates Taka. Do you want him to peck your eyes out? At least he's kind to his bird buddy. No thanks. You listen here. The witness has perfectly good alibi. Oh yeah, I do. Around the estimated time of death, I was an undercover reporter class. It's right near my home. Undercover reporter class? The proverbial rug has been pulled from under you. The witness could not be the killer. The defense must look before leaping, or at least make sure the rug's been secured to the floor. I tried to warn you. Uh-oh. Well, there ends the cross-examination. Let's all allow the witness to step down. Huh? No, wait a minute. The defense has no right to cross-examine the witness after that little spectacle. For whatever a man is sowing, this he will also reap. Ugh, why can't he say, you reap what you sow? Very well. If the cross-examination is over, I suppose the witness may go home. Perhaps spend some time in their lovely box and recover from today's stressful events. Don't you worry about me, Your Honor. There's no rest for the wicked, or journalists either. My third eye is always eyeing a scoop. She's always eyeing a scoop? Well, back to the trenches. Bye-bye.
Hold it!
Not so fast, Miss Scuttlebutt. Apollo? There's just one thing I'd like to ask. Did you take a picture of the victim's body? And if not, why not? Well, that is... No, I didn't take one. Well, that's strange. Why wouldn't you take a picture if you're always eyeing a scoop? Okay. Did you or didn't you really see the victim's body? Okay. It's not like I, actually saw it, but... What the devil? Did you hear that, Your Honor? The witness didn't actually see the body. That completely overturns the prosecution's claim that the witness was led to it. Justice Dono, you dare bear steel at me again? Nice try, Boy Wonder. So what if I didn't see the body? The fact remains that Juniper led me there. Feast your eyes on this. What exactly am I looking at here? It's a crucial moment forever frozen in time by my third eye. A photo clearly showing Juniper Woods. Not really. Eh. Why did you not tell me of this? It's a shocking scoop I was saving for just the right moment. And that would be now, right here in court. Surprise! Yeah! What'd I do now? What'd I do? All journalists keep their scoop secret until the right moment. She's pretty brave hiding it from Blackwell like that. Or pretty stupid. Well, this is an unexpected turn. Athena, about this picture. See how it only shows the back of the subject? Ah, so then... Right. Who knows whether this photo shows Juniper in the first place?
Objection!
A completely irrelevant point. What is relevant here is... there was someone who did try to lead the witness to the body. Take a gander at this, the route by which the accused escaped. The witness pursued the accused this way, after she fled the dressing room. The accused descended to the first floor and exited to the quad. Then what, Carton Critten? Then I tripped and fell. Caught my knee on my own box. She stayed under her box even while running after someone? Sounds difficult. Recall that the body was already there, for Hugh O'Connor had already seen it. She was trying to show someone the body, because she wanted to stop the mock trial. But if the facts have changed, that's all the more reason to cross-examine the witness. Defense has a point there. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. It seems Justice Dono has saved your pretty little hide, Missy. For now, at least. Whew, guess I pulled that off somehow. Thanks, Apollo. You're a lifesaver. Incidentally, my compliments to the witness for her very fine box. It's primal cardboard, lovingly selected from among many... Get... Tell another lie or hide another fact from me, and I shall put it to the torch. Please, anything but that. I think it would be more eco-friendly to recycle it, but that's just me. Alright, Miss Sykes, you may cross-examine the witness. Snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone is in the lecture hall.
Hold it!
You said you snuck in, but why would you do something like that? Because if I got a big scoop on Juniper, club membership would go through the roof. Right now, the newspaper club only has one member, me. The club's history once I'm gone. So the Themis Herald's brand recognition is a matter of life and death. Her means may be questionable, but her motive is surprisingly sound. Extra, extra. Students seeking the thrills and chills of expose journalism report to the club room. Gauntlet Rando shuffles all keys, which are one of the main consumables. How many keys are there, Vimo? This has been a paid advertisement. Anyway, where was I? Huh? Never took Miriam for such a go-getter. Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, what are you doing? I don't know what it was, but I never actually got anywhere past like halfway through the first level. Probs over 100? Okay. Juniper changed into her stage costume. I asked her, what are you doing? Why would she change into that costume? The mock trial was about to begin. How should I know? But if you don't believe me, take a look at this photo. Capture this critical moment like the gonzo journalistic pro I am. But this only shows the back of whoever was flaying. You expect me to shoot her face when she's running away from me? I guess you're right, but this doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere. At any rate, this photo shows Juniper was in her stage costume. Death can be shuffled as well. Oh no. Uh-oh. Vimo, I ask, are you sure you want to try that? But suddenly she fled into the hallway, as if she wanted me to follow her. That doesn't mean you had to chase her. Follow the journalist's instinct. I see something fishy, I go after it. But you never did catch up to her, did you? A true undercover journalist gets up and dusts herself off when she stumbles. That reminds me, didn't you fall during the chase? When you tripped on your own box? True undercover journalist is always ready to stumble over a great story. Sure, a lot of holes in your story. Or is that just the scuttlebutt brand of journalism? Okay. A true undercover journalist always prevails against her adversaries. If Legends has XP death, that means someone else can cause me to lose a level. I wouldn't want you to deal with that, especially with how many checks you have to do anyways. It doesn't seem like a lot of checks. It just... Okay. If that's what you want, Vima, that's what you want. I followed her all the way to Professor Quart's body. She led me right to it. What would our clients have to gain from leading you there? The accuser had employed her self-penned script as a manual for murder. Ergo, she had to stop the mock trial before the script's details became public. And that accounts for her desperate attempt to lead our carton cretin here to the body.
Objection!
But as we all know, Miss Scuttlebutt didn't alert the authorities. And as a result, the mock trial began as scheduled.
Objection!
The issue here is not whether it was, in fact, halted. Fact remains that the accuser was trying to lead the witness to the body. Does that not show clear intent to halt the mock trial? Ugh. I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made.
Hold it!
You say it was her client because the figure you witnessed was wearing her costume. Isn't that a bit simplistic? So the number of required items is about 20 to unlock all the final levels. Everything else is a consumable that might be able to be bought in the shop. So then what? Is it just keys then? Or what? Is it like bosses and shit? And can you choose any class? Because I know I think there's a class choice. Vimo, why don't you try a gauntlet randomizer first? Just like on its own, see what it's like. It's only a matter of simple and clear cut as a piece of... It's only as simple and clear cut as a good piece of journalism should be. Sure, it's simple, but I'd hardly call it clear cut. That's fair, Vimo. That's why I chased her. She keeps saying that it was Junie, but she didn't even actually see the body. Yeah, but Blackwell's assertion takes that into account. So even if I press her on never seeing the body, won't be able to overturn this testimony. Well, whoever that it was fleeing, Miriam never did see their face. So I'm wondering why she thought it was Juniper. Try thinking along with that line and see what you come up with. Would it be this?
Objection!
Miss Scuttlebutt's sole basis for identifying our client as the figure in this photo is the fact that it shows someone in Miss Wood's stage costume. Well, it is Juniper's costume, so that must be Juniper in it. It's clear cut. No, that's where you're completely mistaken. What? This is a design drawing of our client's stage costume. Oh my, what a wonderful creation. The constellations are extraordinary. I'm glad you noticed because those stars are precisely what's important here. In the drawing, there are constellations all over the outside of the costume. But there's not a single star in the costume in the photo. Oh, then that means, what exactly? Your Honor, there are no other blue costumes at the scene. Which leads me to believe that the figure in the photo was wearing our client's costume inside out. But why would Miss Woods make a mistake like that? Well, it's not really a matter of why, but rather who made the mistake of putting it on inside out. Wait, you're not suggesting... That's right, I'm glad you're catching on. Costumes designer wouldn't put her own costume on inside out. Cack. Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make... Oh, doesn't believing you had a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter? A failure as a reporter. Ack. Ah. Well, hello, Miss Scuttlebutt. So nice to meet the woman beneath the box. You didn't see nothing.
Objection!
Now, I would have you stop right there, Sykes Dono. For it is the why of the matter upon which I would have this court focus. What do you mean? Miss Juniper Woods. Yes? What were you doing on the morning of the mock trial? I was in my dressing room, painting my costume in fluorescent paints. Fluorescent paint? My design drawing shows twinkling stars on the costume. I was gonna make the costume shimmer like that by painting the inside fluorescent. What was that again? Fluoride? Did your costume have cavities? Not fluoride. Fluorescent, as in glowing. The paint would make it glow in the dark. Yes, so you applied that to the inside of the costume. And then? I let it dry for a while because I heard it takes a long time. So I put the costume on my mannequin inside out. Inside out? So then... This is a photograph of the inside out costume taken in the dark. As you can see, there's a heavy layer of paint all over the entire inside surface. If someone were to properly don this costume in this state, the wet paint would get all over their body. Why yes, I believe it would. I already see that someone put a handprint on it. Indeed, ergo, the costume was worn the way it was. Not by anyone's mistake. But because this was the way it was on the mannequin, inside out. God. Figures he would have a photo. Ugh, did we just fall into his trap? Yeah, I bet Blackwell had it all planned out. Still, I think you should give this photo a nice long look. Oh, please tell me you found something that doesn't add up. Check out the chest area. It kinda looks like handprints to me. Hey, right. But Junie would know better than to touch it while the paint was still wet.
Objection!
I believe the term to describe your thought process is wishful thinking. After all, if master painters make mistakes, why not a rank amateur such as the accused?
Objection!
So basically, you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up? Evidence? That shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you've come this far. Just because I've come this far doesn't mean I've thought everything out through, though. What? You mean you've just been bluffing? What'd you expect me to do? I'm sick of losing to this guy. But you're right, there's only one thing left to do at this point. That's to present some evidence, pronto. A showdown, is it? I gladly accept. The fluorescent paint must have stuck to the hands of whoever touched the costume. And that paint should glow in the dark places. So I just need to carefully check every last piece of evidence. I already know. This piece of evidence shows who touched the costume.
Take that!
School newspaper. Interesting. Take a look at the photo where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight is on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hands in the photo as he stands at the prosecutor's bench. As you can see, it's glowing, just like Miss Wood's fluorescent paint. It is glowing. Quite brightly, I might add. But why would he put fluorescent paint on his hands for the mock trial, you may ask? The answer is he wouldn't. Not on purpose. It got there when he put the costume on. Oh? Let me know. That means... What again? Oops. It means the figure photographed in the costume was not our client, Juniper Woods. It was her classmate, Robin Newman. What? To think you were actually able to prove that. Well, you never know what's going to happen next. That's the thrill of the courtroom. So then... Does that mean that Robin is our man? Well... That's certainly how it looks. Very well. Robin Newman it is. He is here in the gallery, I trust. Show yourself. I challenge you to a duel. Will the witness please state his name and testament and occupation? I'm Robin Newman. I want to become a great artist. I practice day and night. Yeah. No, that's not it. Art's gotta be sincere, man. So for occupation, should we put down budding artist? No. Demas Legal Academy. Senior. Prosecutor course. This brace is proof of my masculinity. I've been training to be a prosecutor for 18 years. That fucking brace is gonna explode, I swear. I assume you will be cleaning up the pottery you smashed before you leave today. Oh man. It seems the witness has finally settled down. I guess nothing phases the judge after all these years. You may proceed with your testimony, Mr. Newman. Specifically, the court wishes to hear why you had fluorescent paint on your hand. I went to see Juniper in her dressing room, but she wasn't there. When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, whoa. Mannequin it was on. It was about to fall on me. I got that paint on me when I caught it. But I never put it on. That's just stupid.
Hold it!
Your Honor, I recommend a short therapy session for the witness. Mom, Mr. Newman does seem particularly agitated, but... no. Not again. What's his problem? I sensed it the moment Robin took the stand. A discord in his heart. So I think you might be hiding something? Probably. You ready, Mr. Newman? Let's see what the Mood Matrix can do for you. Went to see Juniper in her waiting room. But she wasn't there. When I walked by the frilly costume, I was like, whoa. The mannequin was on. It was about to fall over. I got that paint on me when I caught it. I never put it on. That's just stupid. Okay, so I immediately see where.
Got it.
When you mentioned the stage costume, I sensed a sudden powerful feeling of joy. Would you care to explain, Mr. Newman? Wait, what? Why would a frilly scarf thing and a long skirt make me feel like that? I don't know, but you seem awfully interested in that costume for some reason. You didn't happen to put it on, did you? Like I'd be into that kind of thing. I'm a dude, and I'm into braces. You don't think Robin's actually got a thing for Juniper's outfit, do you? Oh, come on, isn't it obvious? You're enjoying this a bit too much, Athena. No way, man. The mannequin came falling towards me, so I stuck up my hands to stop it. End of story. That's a new piece of information. Time to run an update. Even after that update, something just doesn't feel right here. Yeah, it's the hand placement.
Take that.
You said the mannequin came falling towards you, so you stuck your hands out to stop it. If so, then the fingers of your hands would have been pointing outward like this. That's not what the handprints show. In fact, it looks like more like your thumbs and the base of your palms. Why in the world would I leave such weird handprints? You know why. You left them when you went to adjust the scarf after putting it on. Just like the model in this drawing. Whoa! Why don't you just admit it, Mr. Newman? You did put the stage costume on, didn't you? And you really do like Miss Woods' clothes, don't you? Fine, I admit to putting the costume on. But I don't like girly clothes, man. Only 10%? Yes, new information to plug in. Time for another update. My heart was pounding, even though I'm a guy. The sadness was there, and I saw it. And he was even more amazing than I imagined. I was like, whoa, I'm a guy, but I got all excited. A sadness? It's true, I did put on girly clothes. It was strictly for artistic purposes. There. Another emotion that doesn't fit. So what? You're really starting to get on my nerves, man. Mr. Newman. You got excited when you put the costume on. But you also felt sad. Who cares if I felt sad? It's no big deal. Okay, Mr. Newman, out with it. Why did you feel sad? You're hiding something, aren't you? No. You're not fooling anyone anymore. Now tell me why you were sad. Okay, fine. If you're gonna be that way, I'll tell you. The reason I felt sad is... No matter how much I dress up, I'll never be as pretty as Juniper. Well, no offense, but his habit of shouting at the top of his lungs doesn't exactly help. Excuse me. No, that's not it. I totally own those girly clothes. I should have been totally pretty. But there's something that keeps getting in my way. That's a whole lot of anger and raw emotion right there. His heart is crying out in pain. His emotions are out of control. Out of control emotions. We saw those during the Nine Tails Veil incident. So all we have to do is find the source of his uncontrollable anger, right? Right. I may look for a conflict between his statements and the images we see. If we can find that we can wrest him away from whatever's tormenting him. Mr. Newman said there's something getting in the way of him being pretty. Something that doesn't go with girly clothes, but what could it be? I think it's the brace. Fine, I'll testify, man. I love this song. This is such a good song. It's not good knowing the costume was in there. My heart was pounding even though I'm a guy. It's true, I felt a powerful feeling when I saw that long frilly scarf. I admit it, I wore girly clothes. Felt like a diva when I pulled the hood over my head. Felt so right, I was totally dressed up like a girl. Mr. Newman, you feel a great deal of anger towards your brace, don't you? Is that what you feel like is holding you back from being as pretty as you think you should be? Huh? What? Mr. Newman, the truth is, you really want to take that brace off, don't you? No way, man. This is a symbol of masculinity. I can never take it off. Is it that you can't take it off? Or is that you don't want to take it off? Aw, man. I should have kept my big mouth shut. This is really weird. He exhibits intense anger towards his brace, which he calls a symbol of masculinity. But he can't take it off, not even when he's trying to look pretty. What could be at the root of his complicated relationship with his brace? I have a feeling we're on the verge of uncovering an earth-shattering secret. Athena, you okay? Seems Robin is still hiding a secret. A big one. Begin with the fact that he's secretly jealous of Juniper's looks? Yes, at least I think so. No, it can't be. I just thought of something, but it's totally insane. Mr. Newman. What? I'm onto your little secret, and if I'm correct, it's not very little at all. It's huge. It sounds completely insane, but it's the only possibility left. Oh. Mr. Newman, or should I say, Miss Newman. You are, and always have been, a girl. What? Have you lost the plot, Athena? I love that. Have you lost the plot? No, I'm completely serious. I don't have any direct evidence. But that's what Robin's heart is shouting out, loud and clear.
Hold it!
I still think you've totally lost it. I mean, Robin reeks of testosterone. How could he possibly be a she? I, for one, have never seen a girl who shouts like a maniac all the time. Ooh, oh, ooh. I've seen plenty of witnesses in my day. But if he's a she, then she's the most convincing actress I've ever encountered. Therefore, let me pronounce my verdict. Robin Newman is without a question a man. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The end justifies the mean. Really mean that. I'm not being mean. Oh, Nobie, how's it going? That's a tongue twister. Ooh, 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 ooh. You are now truly just as stoned as equal in one area. You are just as equally insane. Never in the history of this planet has there been a finer specimen of the masculine spirit. Ooh. If you guys are done talking about me, I'm... Heh, the beeps just got louder. Ha, 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 ha. I'm not laughing. Ah, the brace, it's... I could almost instantly tell because of the eyelashes. Miss Sykes. No, allow me to call you Athena. I wanted to keep this a secret at all costs. But, no. Well, no way! Surely this must be some kind of jest. Eh, nope, it's for real. I'm a girl, body and soul. Robin Newman. Oh, that makes sense. That took me a second. If you don't believe me, I'll give you a P-E-E-K. As if. What an amazing transformation. Well, all the Discord is gone. The image is now complete. I was raised as a boy since I was little, and I studied law just as my parents wanted. But now this living lie has me pinned to the ground. It's been blown to smithereens by you, Athena. Now I can stop pretending that I wanted to be a prosecutor. I want to be an artist. Yay! Okay, but she's kind of adorable. In a fun way. Order, order! What a shocking development. You really did turn out to be a she. Eek, why is everyone looking at me like that? I feel like a movie star or something. But no paparazzi, please. I value my privacy. Okay, AY? She's very animated. Raw, no pixel, you regret it, man. Am I just imagining things, or is Robin even more hyper now than when she was a he? Fuck, there's gonna be a lot of confusion in how I fucking talk. Hello. Hi. Hi, kitty boy. Okay, fine. Hey. Hold on. Hello. Okay, now kitty can traverse. Ellie, come here. I got him new nail clippers today. I don't know if he notices them in my pocket. I'm just gonna take it out gently, Ellie. I just put it right here. He doesn't even notice them. What a funny cat. I don't know. Maybe it's because she finally got her troubles off her chest. Literally. This is all well and good, but does he being a she actually change anything? The fact that the witness is actually a girl does change things. Because there's now a piece of evidence that we must reevaluate. Very well, let's see what defense has for us now. What piece of evidence must be reconsidered now that we know the witness is a girl?
Take that!
This is what I'd like the court to reconsider. Kibby, why? He's just standing awkwardly on my knee. Oh, what a scratchy boy. Car demands attention. Yeah, car's getting attention. Hold on. Psst, psst. Play. He's purring up a storm at least. Fine. I'll pick you up. I need to get like a happy cat emote. Him just wants to lick my nose. Good boy. Okay, Firefall. No, don't lay on the nail clippers, asshole. I need fucking okay. This is what I'd like the court to reconsider. Oh, the tape recorder. The one that recorded the threat. You're a goner? That's right. And we have already established that it's a female voice in the recording. All the students who could have moved the body before the mock trial was to start. Our client was the only female if you exclude Miss Scuttlebutts because of her alibi. And that is why the tape recorder made our client the prime suspect. Ah. So then... That's right, the witness just revealed that she's a girl, therefore... If you're using the voice in this recording as a basis for hurling accusations, this witness must be labeled as a suspect too. Oh no! Wow, talk about a sudden turn of events. You've done it. Found a hole in one of the prosecution's key pieces of evidence. Yeah, but wow, that was a lot of work for a single one.
Objection!
Not so hasty now. You're forgetting that the only one person here was privy to the script. Ergo, Miss Juniper Woods is still the prime suspect.
Objection!
But Miss Newman hid the fact that she was a girl, both at the crime scene and in court. I'd say that puts her in camp suspicious. Eek, that's not nice, Athena. How can you accuse me of being a killer? Is it just me or does she seem a lot smaller now? Oh, my cat has a big happy smile. I mean, I'm just a weak, innocent little girl. Just thinking about that murder makes me...
Objection!
Suspicious as a suspicious does. Undoubtedly, the witness does have some sort of connection to this crime. Perhaps our newfound lady is merely feigning ignorance. We can surmise that she lent support to the principal offender, Juniper Woods. By leading Miss Scuttlebutt to the body, that would make her an accessory to the crime. How can you say that? I'm not an accessory to any crime, Mr. Birdman. Oh, my kitty is loafing on my arm. I love him. I need to take a picture. Oh. Oh, he's so handsome in this picture. I gotta share this to Discord. This case had some of the better red herrings in the series, minus the real killer being too obvious. Yeah, I can kind of tell who it is. Alright, who wants to see picture of Happy Kitty? Alright, I've sent a picture of Happy Kitty.
Objection!
What are you doing, Elohim? Birdman? In any event, where the witness as an accessory explains quite a bit, does it not?
Objection!
You made it all make sense somehow. You kept accusing Junior unless we can show someone else knew the script's details. But how could someone have gotten their hands on that kind of info? The only way they could have known what was in the script was if they... Are we enjoying playing Athena? So far, so good. I enjoy her mechanics. They would have had to seen the mock trial? Nothing could be more simple. All anyone had to do was watch the mock trial. But Athena, the murder took place before the mock trial even began. Oh, right, fuck. I believe Prosecutor Blackwell wishes to penalize you, Miss Sykes. What is this? Athena the Pinata Day? Maybe they could have known. Okay, so as if they had penned it? I got it. Fuck. All anyone had to do was write their own scripts. In a completely stream of thought, devil-may care way. Not even gonna ask how such a Frankenstein could resemble the actual scripts. Okay, no. Well, if at first you don't succeed. Okay, totally ate shit on this decision. If they heard it from Junie. Sorry, Junie, but you're not gonna like this. Our client may have leaked the script's details to someone. What the devil? Welcome back, Firefall. You good? And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it and immediately changed it back. Happy Heme. You know, it broke my heart yesterday when I saw that Elohim finally realized his bunny best friend was gone. Because my brother had compiled a bunch of her stuff in a corner. And Elohim, like, he sniffed the rabbit after she passed. And then, like, he knew something was off. But then when they took her away, like, he sniffed Moki's stuff afterwards. And, like, he just sat down and let out, like, a really small, quiet meow. And then walked away. So I think it broke his little heart. And I felt so bad for Elohim. More so for my brother, of course, but... Miss Woods did not want Hugh O'Connor to win the mock trial. That's why I believe she'll leave the details to the witness, Robin Newman. I get it. If Robin won, he wouldn't be able to confess to Juniper. Right. Junie was probably trying to keep their friendship from becoming awkward. How could you, Dina? What a bunch of bull. I never heard a word about the script from Juniper. Never ever.
Objection!
You sure? Can you look me in the eye and swear you didn't? E-A-D, Athena. You don't have any evidence. Ugh. Oh, Kitty is done being cuddly. But he still wants to be nearby. Actually, we might have just the thing. Really? Yeah, one of Robin's lines I read when we were reenacting the mock trial. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Air forehead. How did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. Air forehead. Anyways, did you have to, like, go close your car windows, Firefall, or something? Was it raining where you are? Robin said, oh, the green sweatsuit. S-U-R-E. I might have said that, but so what? Well, think of it this way, Athena. Yeah, which way exactly? If I told you that I'd be wearing a blue suit today, but then showed up wearing what I've got on now, what would you say? Oh, the red suit. Ah, I think I've got it. Your Honor, we have evidence proving that Miss Newman knew the contents of the script. The defense moves to present said evidence to the court. Very well, Miss Sykes, present away. This evidence proves that Miss Newman had prior knowledge of the script's contents. It's this one.
Take that!
I'm sorry. The mock trial script. Miss Newman, during the mock trial, you were shown a photo of the victim's body. And reportedly, you reacted by saying, oh, the green sweatsuit. Oh, yes, I said that. What's your point? You seem to have some issue with the green sweatsuit, and I think I know why. The proof is in the script, specifically on the things to prepare page. Sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor's course. Ah. You were surprised because the sweatsuit in the photo was green. Why did you have to vacuum water from the trunk, Firefall? But if you didn't know about the script's content, then that shouldn't have surprised you. No! I thought we were friends, Athena. How could I have been so blind? In light of her privileged knowledge, I move to declare Miss Newman a suspect, Your Honor. You what? The driver's side light. Oh, interesting. Okay. If knowing the script's details makes me a suspect, then there must be others besides me. I mean, someone else could have also seen Professor Quart's note. Note? What note? The professor and Juniper were working together to prepare for the mock trial. Only one copy of the script was made to prevent it from being leaked. Well, that gets kind of inconvenient, right? You're not seriously going to suggest. Eek, but it's the truth. Professor Quart did do exactly what you're thinking. She didn't write down any of the proceedings or the truth behind the case. But she did write a note to herself about the props and details about the victims. B-O-D-Y. Only recently started to prepare. Nothing little hot glue gun can't fix. Is this really true, Miss Newman? If you don't believe me, send the police over to my house. Tell them to check the pictures on my camera. I thought it might give me an advantage. So I took a picture of the note. I say she's telling the truth. Wait a sec. If there's a note with the details about the body, then that means there are others who could have made the murder look like our client's script. Yes, I believe you're right. But discounted aquarium silicone? That's actually smart. Apparently this case isn't as clear-cut as Prosecutor Blackwell would have us believe. This new revelation blasts a big fat hole in the prosecution's case. Oh!
Objection!
Fully for you, Missy. But don't think this spells victory. And why not? The battle is still young, and my blade is now fully drawn. Between it and my next witness, your life will be forfeit. So put away your wooden sword. And show me what you're truly capable of if you wish to live. You want it? Don't worry, I'm gonna bring it. I already said I want nothing to do with this trial. How juvenile. It is not a matter of what you want, for you will cooperate, Hugh O'Connor. Prosecutor Blackwell, why have you called this witness? Get true, Gumbo. And you know what? He's gonna get a discount on, like, pet detection systems that he accidentally left in his car. Gumbo, did you look at that list at all? He didn't even put them there, Gumbo. They're just there. Yeah, the Google Doc. You will recall that the day before the mock trial... Oh, you will recall the day before the mock trial, in short, the day of the murder. Not particularly hard? Okay. The accused testified that she left for home around 6 p.m. Yes, my notes here do confirm that fact. Right, our client was at school at the estimated time of death, so she couldn't be.
Objection!
Yet, that was but a felicitous lie. Am I mistaken, Golden Boy? I have no intentions of saying anything more. Nah, if you'll excuse me. Hold. I am not through with you yet. Yeah. It seems the rogue prosecutor has it out for me. leave and we just might discuss you know what. No, wait. Oh no, he's related to the panty snatcher of the other game. Fuck. Oh, so what was that said? Well, that statement of Mr. Cool loses it? What's that all about? I changed my mind. I'll stay and testify. Are you sure, Mr. O'Connor? The word of a genius is as good as gold. Let's get on with this. T. O'Connor, a senior at the Themis Legal Academy, lawyer course. How's that? Just fine. Your testimony then, if you please. Yeah, you're up against the top of the class now. I'd be careful if I were you. I know Junie would never lie like that. That pompous schoolboy won't know what hit him. I love the names in this case. I don't get what Hugh O'Connor is supposed to be. To get mentally prepared for the mock trial, I meditated at the archery range till 7 p.m. I will reveal when his plot happens. Oh no. At around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. We didn't say... We didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. Oops. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? That's quite enough. Well done, golden boy. Yeah. The final bell rings at 7 p.m., at which point the campus is a desolate place. I've never had a class go past 5. At least in college. Now you all recall the tape recorder. We know the time of the voice recording. It was 7:10 p.m., the day before the mock trial. That was the dark hour of this heinous crime. Do you have any proof of that? As its final bell, the school plays a special broadcast when the clock strikes 7. The female voice on the tape appears 10 minutes after that broadcast. The killer waited until the school was empty to spring her devious and deadly trap. Alright, Firefall. So when the witness saw the defendant, that would have been... Indeed, it was 5 minutes after the voice was captured on tape in the art room. Ergo, we know that the accused was still in the main building, even after the killing. So the time of the murder and the time of when the body was moved. Great. Another inconvenient testimony. Miss Sykes, your cross-examination, please. My kitty is warming my ankles. To get mentally prepared for the mock trial, meditated at the arch range until 7.
Hold it!
So, do you meditate often? Don't tell me you're gonna start pestering me too. What's that supposed to mean? No need to play dumb with me. All the girls want to know about my private life. Oh, it's this kind of guy. What? I'll remind the defense that this is a court of law, not a pickup spot. It seems Miss Fancy Pants' lawyer is smitten with the witness.
Objection!
Objection, objection, objection. I'm just trying to establish the witnesses. If you must know, I never go a day without meditating. Satisfied now, stalker girl? That's it. You better take that. Whoa there, Tiger. Just take a deep breath and relax. I'll just continue my testimony now if you don't mind. Around 7:15, I went to the main building before going home. That's when I saw Juniper. Our client has stated that she went home at 6 p.m. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was it the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school at around 6 p.m. No, wrong. I don't know what she was doing, but Juniper was definitely at school after 7 p.m. But I suppose neither side can prove one way or the other. Ugh. If Junior was there, that means she's lying. Truth be told, I only saw her for the briefest of moments. Didn't say much as we passed by each other. She seemed her usual self. So you just walked past a good friend, barely saying a word? The final bell had already rung. They get mad when you stand around chatting. Then again, we're not like you people, talking endlessly in those annoyingly loud voices.
Objection!
Annoyingly loud voices? I'd like it if you'd refrain from insulting my partner like that. Normally I'd shout objection right about now, but I'll take this one for the team. Apollo looks so fucking done, like, oh god, fine, sure, I'll take it. Yeah, anyway, I think that's about all I have to say. That's it. Anything else you'd like to ask? Alright, I'll take you up on your kind offer. I expected as much, so go ahead, ask away. Mr. O'Connor, I want to ask you... Why would an honor student like you ignore the last bell? I wouldn't say I ignored it. I was simply running a little late. Do you remember exactly how late? Yeah, you're a stickler for details, lady. But if I had to say, it was maybe about 10-15 minutes. If you think that's important, I'll add it to my testimony. I was hoping you'd say that. Final bell had rung 10-15 minutes earlier, no biggie.
Hold it!
You ignored the last bell for no reason? Shame on you. No, shame on you. Pressing me for no reason. Well, people do run late sometimes, like you on the day this whole case began. Here's we have a culprit in the case of the pot calling the kettle black. A2, Your Honor. Now what? Ask another question? Did you stop by the art room? Or as it's now known, the scene of the crime? No, I didn't. Can you prove it? As much as I'd like to say I could, I can't. Let me ask you, can you prove that I did? As much as I'd like to say I could, I can't. But I will ask, how often do you visit there? Hardly ever. There's no reason for me to be there anyway. There's no reason for you to be there? Is there an echo in here? If something's bothering you, I'll just add it to my testimony. I'll consider it. Thank you for noticing. Let's add your statement to your testimony. There was no reason for him to be there. No, there was. He had to go to Professor Quartz.
Objection!
Fuck. I've been doing this far too long to be fooled by such nonsense. Ugh. And I really tried hard that time, too. Can I at least get credit for trying? Very well. I hereby award Miss Sykes the Quartz a wasted effort award. Where's the love?
Hold it!
You had no reason to be in the art room? Really? The lower course I'm in is supervised by Professor Means. Plus, I'm not a member of Professor Quartz's art club, so why would I even go there? What about art class? Nice try, but seniors don't take art class. Alright, then let me ask you. Wait, I just remembered something important. You did? I scored only 100% on all the art tests I took through junior year. That's it. Right. Always happy to indulge in some ego stroking. Anyway, what task next? How'd you prep for the mock trial? Please tell the court what you were doing on October 23rd, the day before the mock trial. Yeah, that's an easy one. Nothing in particular. Nothing at all? You didn't help with the preparations? Yeah, you don't get it, do you? I was merely playing the role assigned to me. I left the preparations and the like to others. My job was to be mentally prepared. Junie put her heart and soul into getting things ready, while he just sat on his behind. Just to reiterate, I spent most of the 23rd meditating at the archery range. I didn't talk to anyone until the school closed at 7 p.m. I suppose a few archery club members did come and go while I was there. But you didn't talk to anyone? Not a single soul. That's right. I didn't say a word to anyone until the final bell at 7 p.m. I see. This is crucial information. Please add it to your testimony. I don't know if you're bluffing, but if you are, you have a pretty good poker face. I didn't talk to anyone until the final bell. I've been meditating alone at the archery range. This I think I do.
Objection!
There we go, finally. So you didn't talk to anybody on October 23rd? Are you sure about that? I already told you, my word is as good as gold. Okay, then how do you explain this? And don't spare any details. Sorry, I've never seen that before. This is the victim's planner. She recorded all of her plans in great detail. Take a look at this page here. It reads 23rd, meet with Hugh, and important. Don't you find that interesting? What? Where did you get that? The keyword here is important. You say you were at the archery range all day. But you also said a few students came and went while you were there. That doesn't sound like a great place for an important talk. The entire campus was buzzing with activity before the mock trial. Or could they have possibly had a private conversation? I thought about that too, but the situation changes after the last bell. What's this now? The witness stayed after the last bell in order to have a private talk with the victim. Am I right, Mr. O'Connor? This is insane. Must we go through this yet again? Well, I'm getting thirsty. I suppose you also have no evidence, as usual. No, I don't have any direct evidence. However, the witness was meditating until after the last bell, and he attempted to conceal his private meeting with the victim. First Robin, now me? Who are you going to accuse next? You're just another unscrupulous attorney looking to get ahead. Don't let him get to you. He's definitely hiding something. I mean, he was supposed to meet with the victim around her estimated time of death. I had my suspicions about Robin, but he seems just as guilty. These three are the only possible suspects, after all. Mr. O'Connor, answer me this. Did you meet with Professor Court that day? Sorry, Mr. Jailbird Prosecutor. I don't mean to steal your thunder, but I have something to say. If it will save me some trouble, then by all means speak away. If you would recall, Miss Sykes, the voice on the tape recorder was female. Knowing that, I'd like to explain how I could possibly be a suspect. Ooh, he has a point. Impressive. Golden Boy here does shine gold indeed. Here to take the reins? You're more than capable of prosecuting in this case. Yeah, sorry, but I'm starting to be a lawyer. What a pity. To think such genius is to be wasted on mere lawyering. At last, your moment is here, Sykes, Dono. Time to refute Golden Boy's statement. And prove that you're the young prodigy worthy of the badge on your lapel. Can you lay any more pressure on? The voice is unmistakably female, so there's no point in arguing about that. Yeah, you're right. In which case... To whom does the voice on the tape really belong to? It would have to be the victim. The voice on the tape belongs to the victim. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Objection!
Are you mad? The voice on the recording says you're a goner. That's something a murderer shouts at the victim, not the other way around. Yeah, that is a problem. You're a goner. You're a goner. You're a goner. Oh, Hugh O'Connor. Athena? You're a goner. You a goner. You a corner. You O'Connor? Wait a second. Whoa, Athena, you're scaring me here. You're scared? I'm terrified for even coming up with this. With what? Prosecutor Blackwell, you wanted to know if I'm worthy of my badge. Well, I'm about to show you why, despite my age. I can wear it with pride. Oh? Then I can take you won't be changing your argument? Still, it stands that it's a bit odd for the victim to be the one yelling, "You're a goner." Not the real part of this is genius. I can see it now. I agree, but if that's what the victim is saying, but it's not. I assume you have something to back up your assertion, Miss Sykes? Not exactly, but you don't have to add fuel to this fire, Your Honor. If this is indeed Professor Court's voice on the tape, that she was shouting because she was... She would have been scolded. I would like to call one basic fact into question. Is that shout on the tape really saying you're a goner? What are you up to now, Athena? Professor Court Planner says that she was supposed to meet with a witness for an important talk. Perhaps our witness, despite being a genius, had done something wrong. And this made Professor Court get angry with him during their private meeting. I don't see how this changes what we heard on the tape. Well, if you want to see how it changes things, then let's try a little experiment. Your Honor, I want you to yell at the witness as if you're mad at him. But, and this is important, use his full name. Okay, let's see. Hugh O'Connor. Yeah, what did I do to deserve that? Yes, like that. Now try again, but faster. Hugh O'Connor. Hmm? You a corner? You a corner? You a corner? Wait a second. No, this can't be.
Objection!
You think I spent energy to lead you this far if it wasn't true? I bet that it is, Your Honor. Humans are not perfect. That is a scientific fact. You sometimes mistake shadows for monsters or the wind for voices. Now that you mention it. You can do this, Athena. Just give the old guy one more little push. The sound of the tape recorder never was the phrase, "You're a goner." That's only what we thought we heard, when in fact, it was a witness getting yelled at. The court will note that this is different from the selective hearing men are so good at. Okay. I think you're right, but what was that last part again? Never mind. The important thing is that the voice that was recorded wasn't our client's. And so it was the victim scolding the witness. You must now join the list of suspects.
Objection!
I love that reaction face. I thought it was that testimony. I thought that testimony would suffice, but it seems to have come to this. I will not allow such fallacious quibbles to append this case. The prosecution has one final piece of evidence to present to the court. The evidence? What's he going to pull out now? Feast your eyes on this photo and let me see that insolent look vanish from within them. Let's see here. Oh, it's a picture of the defendant and the victim. It's 7:05 on the clock. I think you broke the fucking statue because it's righteously fucked. Photograph shows the professor and student preparing for the mock trial together. Wait, was this taken in the art room? The room where the murder occurred? Indeed it was. But the revelations do not end there. Do you see the clock on the wall? It reads 7:05. A mere 5 minutes before the voice was recorded on the oh, then it wouldn't have worked. What? The accuser brutally stabbed the victim to death 5 minutes after this photo was taken. It seems the defendant's culpability in this crime is quite obvious. Junie was with Professor Court just 5 minutes before she was murdered. What now? Nothing I say can change that fact. Fuck, I can't speak. Understand now? You can believe in your client all you wish, but try as you might. Such misplaced faith will inevitably be cut down before the cruel steely blade of truth. Listen, Missy, the person you'd like to save more than anyone else in the world? I'd be willing to wager that your defense isn't what they desire. But I became a lawyer so I could... You still fail to understand? After so much pain and defeat? The courts are not the play yards of little children dressed as lawyers. So before you break your back in failure, run along home and grow up. If he thinks I'm giving up now, he's got another thing coming. I have to find my inner strength if I ever hope to save him. Save him? I can't think of any way to strike back. The worst of times when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles? That's impossible. How could I smile under these circumstances, even if I forced it? This is badder than bad. Who knew Blackwell had that one waiting in the wings? Why didn't that Twisted Samurai just present it at the beginning? Wait, maybe this was his real plan? Was he just trying to show me how weak and powerless I am? Maybe he's right, because I really haven't got a clue. Who's the real killer? Who murdered Professor Constance Gort? Robin Newman, a girl who had been forced to live a lie as a guy? Or was it Hugh O'Connor, the honor student who had met with Professor Gort? Seems to be little reason to debate the defendant's guilt any longer. Time for a verdict has come. No, that's not going to happen, man. What's the meaning of this? You can't interrupt a judge about to hand down a... Maybe a false verdicts are a N-O-N-O. What? Miss Newman, please explain yourself. Juniper's not the killer. I know because I know who the real killer is. You do? You know who the real killer is? What is she up to now? Yep, I know because the real killer is... M-E, me. He. What? It was me. I did it alone. Just me. I don't get it. Why is she confessing? Miss Newman was interested near the stage. Or was witnessed near the stage. There's even a related photo of her. The more I think about it, the more suspicious she seems. Robin Newman isn't the kind of guy who pins the blame on friends. Just so he can walk free. Get it over with. Declare me guilty already. Please, wait. Juniper, what are you doing? Thank you for all you've done, Athena. But you'll have to forgive me. I can't let my friends take the blame any longer. Junie, no. Don't do it. You and Robin have done nothing wrong. They have absolutely no connection to this case. The real killer is me. I alone am responsible for the entire crime. What?
Objection!
Junie, no, that's not true. Hurry up and retract your statement. I'm afraid it is true. Forgive me, Athena. Order, order. Will someone please explain what is going on here? I see right through your cheap ploy. School rules state that a prior conviction terminates one's eligibility to graduate. A guilty verdict here would make whatever dreams one had go up in a puff of smoke. Oh, I wasn't aware. Even meek little mice will fight when cornered. A pitiful spectacle, I might add. These vermin are trying to protect each other now that they've nowhere else to run. Protect each other? Wait. So is Robin just trying to protect Junie too? If so, then the real killer is... Yeah, this whole thing's a joke. Uh-oh, now it's Hugh's turn. What? What is wrong with kids these days? I know what just crossed your mind, Miss Sykes. You think I'm the killer, don't you? That's impressive that he can do that. That takes a lot of fucking teeth strength. Wow, he really is a genius. He even knows what you're thinking. I think it's about time I told you the truth. I'll even get right to the point. With a classic bow like that, Firefall, it was me. I did it. Wait. What? Now both potential suspects are claiming to be the real killer. I'm so confused right now. If you still have doubts, how about I detail my murder plots? It's absolute genius. Enough of this nonsense. This is a court of law, not the set of some high school drama. I see I have no choice. I'm afraid I'll have to... Oi, wait your baldness. I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm in no position to hand down a verdict just yet. I am hoping the defense and prosecution can come up with some airtight evidence. That is why I'm giving you both the rest of the day to continue investigating this case. I could see that, Gumbo. Pinch me, I think I'm dreaming. Fine. Do as you wish. This brings today's proceedings to a close. Court is adjourned. Holy fuck, absolutely anarchy. I love this case. Unfortunately, this is where we have to call it. I do have to sleep and go to work tomorrow. Yeah, Marine's on. We'll raid Marine. I just want everybody to yell, "No, I did the murder," or some variant of that. Just be like we all come in arguing, "No, I did the murder. No, I did the murder." Anyways, it was me. All right, take care, everyone, and I hope you guys have a good night.